Hey, this is Sundar and Ash from C4E Tech, and welcome to episode 11 of Ash Answers.
So, Ash Answers is the show where we reply to your questions that you tweet out to us with the hashtag Ash Answers. So, for today, I've got a few questions picked. Let's get to the questions now. So, what do you think is the next big thing in smartphone tech? 3D touch, AI? Also, what's your take on leaks of the iPhone 7?
3D touch. Apple has been doing good with the 3D touch. I've even had Ramesh tell me that it's being difficult for him to manage using a phone without 3D touch. So, and talking about AI, yes, all the personal assistants today, they are supported by personal. What?
Yeah, continue.
So yeah, they are all powered by the artificial intelligence. So yeah, both of them, yes. And PDAs and AI are related, so I'm not gonna talk about that specifically.
Okay. So, for me, the biggest thing that I would like to see that's working out on phones would probably be battery. AIs are cool, and what is that? 3D touch is cool, but then again, putting in a 1700 milliamp hour battery in this slimmer phone just doesn't work for me. So I would want. We are going another route. We see people doing modular phones and stuff, but with very, very, very small batteries, and hopefully the battery tech improves, and that's what I want to see on phones. That's the next big thing for me, hopefully, because we are coming from a time where we used to charge phones once in 3 days a week, the old Nokias and stuff, and now it's kept going down to a point where now we charge it once a day or even more than that. And these days, especially, brands are using quick charge as an excuse to put in very small batteries, and I really would like to see that change. For the first time ever, Chaitanya has a sensible question, so I'm actually gonna go with Chaitanya today. Is the OnePlus 3 worth investing in? Priority good camera updates. Also, is there any phone launching for 30,000 soon? Okay, before we get to this, the last guy asked about the iPhone 7, and we actually skipped that.
Oh yes.
All I know about the iPhone 7, the antenna bands go up, dual camera probably.
Dual camera that actually comes in a different variant, a new variant, the iPhone 7
Okay.
Pro,
Okay.
and I really don't like
And
it.
no headphone jack.
Yeah.
So that's, and the latest A10 chip or whatever, but that's all I have. Is there anything I'm missing?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay.
But yeah, there will be a new variant like the size of the iPhone 7 Plus, but it'll be called as the iPhone 7 Pro if I'm right,
Okay.
and that will have the dual camera setup, and the iPhone 7 Plus won't. Probably they'll price it about $100 more.
Okay. Anyway, we'll know soon enough, I guess. So yeah, back to Chaitanya's question. What about the OnePlus 3?
OnePlus 3 priority, good camera and updates, right? So, good camera, yes, it's a good camera. It has got a good camera. Not the best, but really good. And updates, yes, OnePlus is really good with sending out updates, rolling out updates. And like we have seen in the beginning, we have had issues with the display. A lot of
Memory
people
management.
memory management too. That was a huge thing, right, in the beginning, and seems to have been ironed out in the recent
Updates.
OS 3.2.1 update, if I'm right. So I've been working on a speed test video between the ZUK Z2 and the OnePlus 3, and
It's doing better. So yeah, talking about other phones launching, the Z2 is one that should be launching soon. And as far as camera and updates go, I don't see anything else in the sub 30 price segment. The Mi 5 is there, but again, updates in Xiaomi, Android updates, nah, not gonna happen. The camera is quite good. I have a camera comparison between both. Here's a card to that. Check it out. So that's that. I would go with the OnePlus 3 today. I don't want to go with maybe the Z2. Again, I haven't started testing it. He's done some speed tests and he's not high on it. So we'll see. When will you post the review of the Mi Band 2? Waiting for it. So this is a question for you.
okay, I'm using it right now. I've been using it for the past one week or 10 days, and I've got certain other videos on the table right now. So once I'm done with it, I'll get on with this. Probably the beginning of next month.
Okay,
Alright.
now this is a question from me actually. And if you've watched this Pebble Time Steel review, you'd understand the reference here. So do you want
Pebble
to?
time still.
Okay,
Can't
I'll add it
understand.
once again. So we should just name it as, instead of Ash Answers, Sundar Pushing Pebble Time Steel. Okay, anyway, here's the question to you. Do you actually want to shower with it? Do you
Not
like it
really.
that much?
I don't want to shower with it. I just don't want to remove it off and just remember, remove, and then go shower. Get
Okay.
it?
No, do you like it enough to want to actually. Suppose if you are an owner of a mobile company, on which field will you focus most? Looks, performance, or customer satisfaction? My focus would be on performance and battery. Customer satisfaction, yes, definitely.
Yeah, they are all correlated, right? You need to.
Looks and performance aren't really
I mean,
correlated.
I mean the performance and customer satisfaction.
I guess he's coming from the point of customer service.
Service, okay.
Yeah. So my priority would definitely be customer service, but then it would also be performance and battery life, because without good performance, people aren't gonna buy it. If no one's buying it, then there's no service required. So what about you? My line.
Okay, I would go with this. Yeah, I would go with them on this.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Long story short, why do you think Mi is taking so much time to launch their flagships in India? Example, Mi 5 Pro. By the time they launch, the hype fades. Okay, you want me to take it? Mi 5 Pro, I don't think it's coming to India. So this is what it is. Xiaomi with the Mi series, the Mi 5 at least, they spent a lot on looks. So I don't think they've been able to be as what's the word I'm looking for, disruptive with their pricing as they have been in the past. The 3D glass to the back and whatnot, it forbids them from pricing it very aggressively. 25K was aggressive, but then again, you see with the OnePlus 3 with better specs that's priced at 28, and the Lure Max 2, despite the quality control issues from Leico, it's priced cheaper. So with the kind of negative fallout, the kind of negative backlash they got for pricing the Mi 5 at 25, I don't think they wanted to risk bringing the Mi 5 Pro, and this is all speculation on my part. So if the Mi 5 Pro had been brought into India, it would have to have come in at 30, 35, and given the kind of feedback Xiaomi got for the 25K Mi 5, I really don't think they could have survived 35K Mi 5 Pro. And I feel that's the same reason why the Mi Note Pro didn't come to India as well. For the low-end phones, they are not allowed to bring in MediaTek phones. So Redmi Note 4, it's rumored to come with a Helio X25.
X20.
X25 Tech core.
Redmi Pro will come with a X25.
Whatever, it's supposed to be the MediaTek variant, so they have to find a Snapdragon variant for it. And again, they are already using the 650 and 652. So kind of interesting to see where Xiaomi's gonna go with this. So
810 maybe.
okay. Can I do this without him here? Can you go out of the room for a minute or something? Okay, fine, whatever. Which do you think is more innovative, Apple or Google? Ash must answer it. They want me to answer it.
They didn't say
Google.
they don't want me to answer it. Anyway,
Yeah, Google any day. Google. And before you answer, remember, I pay you.
okay.
YouTube pays me. Google owns YouTube. Okay, so yeah, who's more innovative?
Yeah, actually, okay, I was gonna say Google anyway because
Good. Yes.
with
And
Apple, it's just
if
more-
anyone from Google's watching, we are Google. We said Google.
Okay, with Apple, it's just phones, and moreover, they don't innovate anything. They just popularize what's already there. Like there were tablets before the iPad, and there were music players before the iPod, but they were the ones who popularized it. So as far as it goes, yes.
I agree. They do refine stuff. They do a great job of refining it, because there have been so many implementations of, not so many,
Even
but
the
at least
iPhone, even the smartphones. There was a capacitive touch phone before the iPhone, but then the Apple are the ones who popularized it.
Yeah, and even now with 3D Touch, actually
Yes.
Huawei brought it to the market before Apple. And do you guys even know? Do not Google. Just tell me which phone which Huawei's phone had 3D Touch or Force Touch built into it, and you're gonna think at least for a few seconds. But if I said 3D Touch, the iPhone would immediately pop up. I mean, not pop your eyes out, but pop into your head. So, so anyway, it's just Apple does a good job no matter what they take, what where they get their inspiration from. They actually do a great job refining it. So I'll give them that. But innovation is Google
Cool.
all day, any day. So next question: OnePlus 3 or Nexus 6P? So this I took this question because last time somebody asked me OnePlus 3 or Nexus 6, and we ended up talking about the 6P. So sorry about that. So if you want an answer to this question, you can check out last week's episode. And today I'm going to answer OnePlus 3 or Nexus 6 at 25K. OnePlus 3,
Hands down.
there's no competition here, unless and until for some reason you want that 6-inch display and uh, stock Android. Even then, I'd say, compromise on the display. Get a OnePlus 3 instead. Agreed.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Okay. Okay. Uh, what's your monthly internet bill? Mine is around 4,500 rupees. I've got two internet connections here, a U broadband connection and a ACT. So that's both 100 Mbps. Okay. Uh, Honor 5C or a used OnePlus X or any other device under 11K.
Under 11K, I mean, Redmi Note 3.
Okay,
Why would you go for any other
I want to
phone?
play that back in slow motion once. So yeah, Redmi Note 3. That's probably the best phone in that price segment. If you want something smaller, wait for the Redmi 3S. Rumors are they should be coming out of it real soon. We've been hearing it for a while, but this time it should happen. So fingers crossed. Hopefully it comes to India. I want to buy a future-proof phone for the next 2-3 years. Budget is 45K. Should I go for an iPhone or Samsung or any other brands? Here goes.
Okay. Um, I used an iPhone for about 3.5 years, so I can recommend iPhone. And I know a lot of people who have been using the OnePlus One for about 2.5 years now, so I can recommend that also. Samsung, I haven't had a great experience personally, nor any of my friends did. So,
When you keep breaking displays and using a broken
and
phone,
I'm not talking about just myself. I'm talking about
you can't blame
few
Samsung
people.
for it.
I'm not blaming Samsung.
And here's a guy who's been happy with Samsung. I like my S7. I love my S7. I like
Yes,
my
exactly.
S6.
I love the S7 too, but not more. I wouldn't prefer using it for over a year. I mean,
I
a friend
know.
of mine got the S6 and it has battery issues right now and a few other issues too, software issues.
And I'm pretty sure you've seen, at least in India, it's very common. Every one of us have that one friend who comes in saying, "You have a lightning cable, lightning cable. I wanna. You have."
Yes, yeah.
And you used to be
Everybody's
one of
got.
those friends, At
Yeah.
that point, it was the big cable. I
Yeah.
mean, I used to have an iPad. You used to ask me, "Can I borrow it?" I mean, my phone's out of charge. So of course, battery issues. Come on, it's Apple. The first year you might have battery issues.
Uh, I mean,
Comparatively,
they offer mediocre battery life in the beginning itself. I'm
yeah.
not,
So
yeah.
basically, what he's trying to say is, with
They
Samsung in your
maintain that
second
mediocre
year,
battery life.
you might end up having mediocre battery life. But Apple prepares you for it right from the start. No, there's going to be no
Okay,
depreciation.
let's
They
just
start off with a
let's just settle with
moderate
the OnePlus 3.
OnePlus 3, but 45 S7,
Yeah.
S7, S7, S7. If you can go 45 S7, if you want to settle cheaper, OnePlus 3 comes close. Again, I'm not really hating on iPhones, but at least in India, it's just too overpriced. So ZUK Z2 or OnePlus 3.
OnePlus 3.
Okay.
ZUK Z2 versus any other phone, any other phone.
See, I'm not going to conclude just via speed tests. And Z2, see,
No, and it's not about it's not about the speed test. I mean, even before I started testing it, the laggy user interface, and it was so annoying to use it.
But then, see, Z2 is not yet officially out in India. It's been out for less than
Yeah, I
few
don't blame
weeks
that.
in
Okay,
China
we
as
can
well.
wait. We can wait, and after the Indian release, maybe it'll be
Because
better.
even the OnePlus 3 at launch, it did have issues. We just talked about it in this video. So Z2, I'm not going to be quick to judge. And as of now, I'm popping my SIM into it today. And so I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted whenever you use the words popping. It takes me to popping my eye out, and I'm sorry. So I'm popping my SIM into the Z2 today. And in the limited time that I've spent setting my apps up and stuff, it felt fine to me. So camera, I would give the edge to the OnePlus 3, but performance and battery life, that's one thing I'm looking forward to, because on one hand, OnePlus 3, you've got a 5.5-inch display with a 3000 milliamp hour battery. On the other hand, you've got a 3500 milliamp hour battery with a 5-inch display. So it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. That might probably influence my review a lot. So anyway, guys, I'll have more for you on that next week when I review it. So that's all the time we had for today's episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on Sunday. Ash Answers. I'm trying to be consistent, trying to do it on Sundays. We've done 3 weeks now, Sundays, or
5
4,
weeks.
5, oh, 5
4
weeks, 4 or 5 weeks on Sundays. So hopefully we managed to stick to the schedule. So anyway, if you have any other questions, if you have any questions, just tweet it out, hashtag Ash Answers. You can follow me on Twitter at C4eTech. And that's it.
This is Ash and Sundar from C4E Tech, leaving for the moment. Have a great day.
Bye-bye now. Looks, performance, or customer satisfaction?
What about you?
I mean, I thought that was my line, but anyway. Start.
You start.
Start.
You start.
You start.
Why not? Why not you?
Because you can't say the hashtag part properly.
Why?
Because you can't.
I can.
Start. Ladies first. Start.
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 Hey, this is Sundar and Ash from C. Hey, this is Sundar and Ash from C4E Tech.
And what? Dude.
No, I got reminded of something. Okay. Ready? Hey, this is Sundar and Ash from C4E Tech, and welcome to episode 10 of Ash Answers.
What did we do last week?
Episode 10. Episode 11.
Do the out.
Okay, so that's all the time we've had.
And look at me and laugh. Why? So that. Do it.
You do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Dude, close it.
So that's pretty much it for this video. If any of your answers, if any of your questions went unanswered, do make sure.
If any of your answers weren't questioned, please make sure you tweet it out with Ash questions. Closing.
Close it. You close it. You're gonna interfere anyway.